Hello, Virgo. Thank you very much for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Daily Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, I'm using the Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Alright, I'm going to do relationship first, single second, and oracle cards come in where needed. Virgo. Alright. I felt that when okay, keep going. There's a number of rough cards here, granted, but I don't feel like it's that bad, but I feel like, especially when you come into this, if this is hitting, you might be going through a moment where you're not feeling so happy with your partner. Either that or it's just about to happen. Because I'm feeling your partner come towards you. Knight of Swords. They want to say what they got to say. They're just... The information is just... It seems like it's just kind of flowing right in. They're just kind of like... They're kind of matter-of-facting it. And you're just kind of like, matter-of-fact. Like, I don't feel like that goes well. Because they're coming forward to you with something... And I feel like you already got something going on, and you're just kind of like, well, listen, I got this going on. I'm not quite finished yet, so I can't really, like, the information's coming towards you, and you're just kind of like, listen, I got to finish this up. I'm just not quite there yet. I can't do that just right now, but the information is coming in, and I just feel like they're like, well, I'm just telling you, I'm just saying. And you're like, I understand that, but I'm also saying to you, I'm not at a place where I can really start dealing with that right now. And you got the Five of Wands where you're standing. The way this information is coming, it feels like changing gears, and you're just like, listen, it's like you're at the eighth spot, and you gotta get to the ninth. Like it's the Seven of Pentacles, but I feel like it's kind of like, I don't know, you just got a little farther to go. You just got a little farther to go, and you're just like, listen, I can't switch gears and start thinking about that. I can't do that. And I feel the frustration here with the Five of Wands. You're just like, no. Like, this isn't the time for me to really start. I can't go through that with you right now. Because I feel like this is one of those things where, like, this is where I am. I'm almost at the goal. I'm almost where I need to be. And what your partner's bringing forward, like, you have to, like, it's going to, to you, it feels like it's going to mix the energy. It's going to create confusion with what you're already doing. For whatever reason, you're just like, I can't get my mindset over there because I'm afraid that's going to influence what I'm doing now. I'm just not there. I can't do that. Whatever the situation is, you're just like, no, I can't change gears right now. And I'm getting, like, when your partner comes forward, and they seem to be just kind of coming forward like, yeah, I just want you to know. But you're blocking them. You're just like, listen, I don't want to go through that thought right now. This is just not for me right now. I've got something else I'm doing. This is going to influence that, and I don't want that to happen. If I get involved with this thought with you, if I go through this information with you right now, it's going to influence what I'm already doing. It could cause a problem. And I just can't get into it right now with you. I feel you're aggravated. You're just like, no. It's kind of like you're getting things ready for a trip. It's somebody comes forward to you saying, like, the bills need to be done, that type of thing. Not right now, but soon. And you're like, listen, I'm planning this. I have to make sure I get everything together for the trip. I got a lot of things I got to make sure are done before I go. I can't handle those. So you're going to have to handle those for now. Like, I feel like it's one of those things. I can't do that right now. I can't go through that right now. I can't do... If I do both things, or if I even start thinking about that other thing, I'm going to screw up both. I got to keep my hand on one thing for now and finish that, and then I'll go over to that after. If you could just handle that instead, that'd be better. Because I feel like they're just getting, like, I just feel like you're shutting it down on them. Like, I just can't right now. I'm sorry. Whatever this is, they might be kind of like pulling it to you. It's kind of like out of the blue, and it's kind of shocking you, and you're just like, oh, I can't. I'm getting the Four of Pentacles for your challenge card. They're saying maybe this is something that needs your attention just a little bit. It's just the way it comes at you just out of the blue, just kind of matter of fact. Like, I just feel like it just jars you. You're not happy. The Five of Wands is saying you're not happy. You're just like, no, listen, no. But this is your challenge card. Kind of like, instead of saying, I just can't deal with you right now, because I feel like that's how it's coming off. I don't know if I don't think you're trying to, but it might come off that way. I feel like something that might work to your benefit, if you decide it's necessary, clearly. Right now I'm doing this. Give me a couple days. Or maybe ask me, or I'll come back to you when I have a moment. Let me get this together, and when I got things together enough, I'll come back towards you just to see what I can talk about with you. Maybe. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like that's what you want to do. That's not what you want to say. But I feel like this is a problem. Like, I feel like this is going to make it worse on you. Just kind of like, let me just tie this up. Let me just write down my thoughts and put together a plan for what I got to do. And then I'll come back over to you in a minute when I can. And then we can just see what I have to. Then we'll just bullet point it, and I'll see if there's anything I can do to help you with that real quick. But I have to finish this first. Let me just at least write down my thoughts and get myself organized. And then I'll come over and just talk with you about this quick. And then we'll see what I can do. I don't feel like that doesn't flow the easiest for me. I don't feel comfortable or happy about it, but I feel like what they're saying is it might serve you better. It may. I don't feel like the energy naturally goes that way, though, just to be fair. Like, I'm like, ugh, like, I don't want to. My natural reaction when I'm even saying that is like, I don't want to. I don't want to just like write down my thoughts and get this tied up just enough so I can go over and see what's happening. I don't want to do it. I can feel that, but they're saying like that would behoove you. You would probably be happier in the long run, knowing what's really happening, getting some insight about what's going on around you, so you're not having to pick up pieces later that maybe you could have worked around at this point. Not the easiest thing. If this reading is hitting for you, I don't feel like that's the easiest moment. They're just saying it would work out to your benefit if you choose to do that. I still get that feeling like I don't want to. Like, I personally feel like I don't want to. Like, I'm having that feeling right now. Now, when I'm seeing this here, what else makes things better for you? The Hierophant and the letting go. The letting go, I feel like you're annoyed with your partner, how they brought it towards you. That's honestly what I feel is annoying you. How it came towards you is what is annoying you. Because I feel this Five of Wands, and I feel like the way it was presented to you, the way it just kind of flowed right in, just kind of like, woo, here I am, and I gotta say this. I feel like that is annoying you. That's what this is. They're saying if you can let that go, this gets a lot better for you. The way you might be able to let that go, if you can. Everybody's different. It's a general read. It's kind of like realizing that they didn't come at you trying to mess your situation up. They didn't come at you with bad intentions. That did not happen, because that's not how it's connected to me. I don't feel that way anyway. And if you could get to that point where, like, all right, I know they didn't mean to upset me. I know that was not their goal. That may allow you to let that go. May. General read, you got to decide for yourself. The Hierophant, this is somebody who balances the good, the bad, the pain with the pleasure. That they balance that out. They're like, we got to hold to tradition, and there's reward for doing so, but stepping out of the line, there's punishment for stepping out of line too. So I feel like this is what makes things better, because I feel like you're kind of like, all right, I wrote my list down, what I need to do, I got all of my thoughts in order, I got everything situated enough so I can step away for a moment. And I feel like you're coming over to this situation, and you're kind of like just being very level-headed about it. The bills need to be taken care of. How much money do I have? Where does it need to come from? When do they need to be paid by? What can your partner move forward and do on their own? And just like whatever you feel that you need to do to just put it in order, you're just pretty much putting it in order is what I'm getting. and you're handing it back to your partner like, here, this is how this should go. I've got to finish what I'm doing. So I'm just helping you get this in order. Now, here's what you can do with it. I have to go back to what I was doing. That feels right to me. This seems to help the situation a lot. And I'm getting the challenge card for your partner. This is why you want to go forward. This is why I feel like you want to like take a pause and find out what's going on. And your natural reaction is to not. You're not going to want to. If this is really hitting, I feel like you're really not going to want to. But they're saying this is the problem on your partner's side. They're trying to balance things. They're just. I feel like they're not seeing certain angles. It has nothing to do with somebody's intelligence. Nothing about that. But you might know something they don't. You might have an inside track on how something is really going to go versus how if something may go. You know something they don't is what I'm getting. It's not about intelligence. It's not about knowing. It's not. You have things organized in a way that I feel like you would see something that they're not going to see. And I feel like they're going to try to balance it out. They're going to do what they feel is the right thing to do, but there's something they don't know. There's just a missing piece of information. It's going to cause a problem. Something might, like for example, if you're using that bills situation, they might pay the wrong thing with the wrong account, or they might just not send it where it needs to go. They might think it doesn't have to be paid till a certain time, when in actuality it needs to be. This is maybe going to be late if they don't. Like something isn't right here. You know something they don't. You definitely know something they don't. Nothing to do with intelligence. It just seems you know something they don't. They're going to try to balance it out. This is a challenge card for them. The Two of Pentacles. They're trying to balance it out. They might do one of those rob Peter to pay Paul things, and it's just not going to work. And you know this. If you leave it up to them, they're just going to try to make it work out, but they don't have all the information. Is what I'm getting. They don't. Is what I'm feeling. It's really going to be a problem. Because either way, whether you help or not, they're going forward with the Fool card. If they have to do it on their own, they're going to just try to make their best guess in some situations, their best answers, whatever they have to do. They're just going to be like, well, this is how I'll handle it, and then there they go. All right, if I do this myself, this looks like how I should do this, and here we go. If you come forward and you step in and you're just like, let me organize this for you. This is how this needs to be done. I don't even feel like they're questioning you. Like, oh, okay, this is how they say it needs to be done. Here we go. And we're off. There we go. Because I feel like they're just trusting, like, I just got to make some decisions, and here we go. Or you're just going to say, this is how it needs to be organized. Okay, then that's how it needs to go, and here we go. Because when I'm seeing their spiritual card, they have the page... they have the Page of Wands, and I get that. It's more of a like supportive, just got to get it done, just keep moving energy. Pages are not leaders. Pages are followers, and they just go with what they think needs to be done. It's kind of like, and this is connecting to that Two of Pentacles energy, if they don't know all of the situation, if they don't have all the intel, they're just going to take what they know at the time. It's like asking a 7th grader to run a business. They have a lot of information. They know a lot of things, but they don't know a lot of the ins and outs. And there's nothing wrong with that. If they just haven't been experienced or they just haven't been exposed, they just don't know the information. They just don't know it. They're going to do the best they can. They might be very, very intelligent, but if they don't know what's there, they're going to gain the wisdom after it. They're going to use the wisdom they have. They're going to use the wisdom they already have. Like, if somebody has a lot of wisdom building houses and you put them in charge of baking a wedding cake, they'll use the wisdom of baking a cake, but they're going to use all the information they have from building a house. This is not the same situation. They may be very smart with one thing, doesn't mean they're smart with everything. Because if they don't have the wisdom, you know what I mean? People learn through wisdom. I hope that didn't come off wrong, because I feel like that came off wrong. They can be a very intelligent person, but like a doctor knows how the body works. A doctor, I wouldn't think, could build a car. You know what I'm saying? Very different systems, very different technologies. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what I'm trying to say. Maybe that makes that come through. They're going to use the wisdom they already have, They can't use the wisdom they don't have. Okay. Did I miss anything here? I do feel also they're warning. Spiritually, you got the Four of Swords. Whether you step back and give the plan or not, you will be sitting there wondering how that actually worked out after the fact. And if it's one of those things where you helped organize the situation and you get to check back in just to make sure it worked out, a lot easier for you. If you think back after the fact and you're checking in to make sure certain things were done and find out that they weren't, or they were done incorrectly based on what you know and what the other person knows, like they didn't do them purposely incorrectly, they just didn't have the information, then that's something you're going to have to do afterwards to fix it. You're going to have to work with your partner to fix it. Health is saying one way or another this will work out, one way or another it will be okay. It's just which way is easier for you. Because you're gonna come back and you're gonna think about it. It's gonna be on your thoughts, like, oh, how did that really work out? Whether you helped or didn't. And if you did help, I feel like you're gonna, get in contact with your partner and realize, oh, okay, everything, okay. If you didn't and you contact them after the fact, you're gonna be like, oh boy. Well, we have to do this to fix that, and do that to fix this. I'll do this, and we can try to fix that. It's going to be one of those. Health will come back. Yeah, you'll be healthy. It'll work out, but it's just going to be more headaches for you before you get there. That's why you're thinking about it though, because you got to make sure it worked out. You're going to be thinking about is it everything okay? Is everything all right? You're going to bring it back to a healthy situation. It's just what's easier for you. Are we good? I think we're done. All right, let's go to Virgo singles. What do we have for single Virgos? What do we have for single Virgos? Messages for single Virgos. Messages for single Virgos. Well, we got a couple things fly out there, so we're actually going to leave them at the bottom. So there we go. They're face down. I don't know what they are, but we'll find out. Messages for single Virgos, empowering information for single Virgos. I thought we were going to have something else float out there for a second. We'll find out. Something wants to jump. We're going to have a lot of cards this time around. No, I'm going to go here. Stop. We only got 2 extra cards. I'm over it. Snap, snap. The Chariot keeps coming forward is what I'm getting at. In the environment, you got the Chariot. I feel somebody keeps coming, trying to get your attention, trying to get you to see them. The Chariot keeps coming in, keeps coming in, keeps coming in. The Chariot is action forward, trying to succeed. I personally don't read the Chariot as like an automatic win. You got the light and dark horse there. There's good and bad to this. I don't know if you can see that, because to me it's very dark on camera. I hope you can see that. I'm trying to angle it towards the light. I don't know if you can see it. You got the light and dark horse there right in the front. Sometimes it's hard for this energy to really do what should be done. It's just forward motion. Something has to be done. Let's get it done. I'm feeling this energy keep coming in towards you. And I'm getting the 10 of Wands in the past. Like, I feel like it's... In the past, you've said no. Have you said no or just said not right now? I don't know. We have to look. I don't feel this energy clicking in. I'm getting the 10 with the stress. I feel like you just kind of tried to sidestep it. Let's do that. Because I feel like you either said no or you did something to sidestep it, but I feel like you knew it was going to come back. I feel like you knew it was going to come back. And it's coming back again in the center, and you got the 5 of Cups. I feel like you're not seeing good possibilities with this person. I just don't feel like you want to deal with this person. Whoever it is, I just don't feel like you want to deal with them. Ironically, at the top you got the Queen of Cups. I just feel like you're thinking it's a bad bet. It's not about... I just feel like it's a bad bet. You just don't think it's going to work out. I don't think we even need to go down the road about this, that, and the other thing. It's just you don't think it's going to work out. And it's kind of like, why get involved with something that's going to fail? Because you feel, when you're looking at it, you're like, I don't think this is going to work. I don't think this is going to work. For whatever reason, I know it's a general read, but you're just like, why get involved with something that's going to fail? And you're looking at it, and you're kind of like, I feel like the Queen of Cups here is saying you do have feelings towards this person. I don't feel like that's the question. I feel like it's just you're looking at it like it's going to fail, like it's destined to fail. You just want to walk away from it. When I get your thoughts with the Eight of Wands, I just feel like you want to get away from it. You're just like, I just want it to go away. I don't feel like this is speed. I just feel like you're like, I just want to go away. You're thinking to yourself, if it could just stop, that'd be okay. Because I'm not looking to get on board a sinking ship. Like, it's already sinking. Why am I going to get on a boat that's already sinking? Like, no, I'm not going to do it. But this person comes forward again, the Moon with the Knight of Wands. It's almost like they're trying to wear you down, and you're aware of it. And part of you is kind of like, should I just give in and go out with them and just get it over with? Because I know this isn't going to work. Should I just go see them or do what they want me to do and just get it over with so we can move on from this? The thing is, you do like this person, and I feel like that's the problem. You're like, but I do kind of like this person, and I don't want to get caught up in a temporary affair. And then I end up face first in the mud, and I'm like, I have no one to blame for that but me. I don't want that to happen. The Knight of Wands is making me feel like you're like, if I just hold on, if I just hold on a little farther, or maybe I just go through with this, maybe it'll go away. Is that really how this is connecting? Because I got the Moon card of the Nine of Wands. The Nine to me is just kind of like, if I could just get past this part of the situation, the rest of it will work itself out. That's how I'm feeling. And the Moon card is like, I don't know how much longer I can hold this up. I just feel like the Moon card is mystery in this one. Like, I don't know what to do with this. Is this person going to give up? Because I don't really think this has a snowball's chance in HE double hockey sticks. These two cards are face down. I feel like you're right. These are both face down. The Queen of Swords and the Death card, and you had the Wisdom card face up. I think this is how they were in the reading, like that. You know this doesn't have a snowball's chance in HE doubles hockey sticks. You've got the history, the strength, the intel. You know what the truth is here. You know it, and you know why. Sooner or later, this will move on. It is definitely a temporary situation. But I'm also feeling like maybe there's something for you to gain from it, because I feel like there's something new coming for you after this, but you have to get through this moment. Something about this, either it's telling this person just truthfully, I don't want to do this, or just like not shying around the situation. Like, listen, you're a good person and all that. I just don't see this matching. I don't want to go out with you. I'm just not having those feelings, if that's what you got to say. Because I feel you actually coming together with this person in some respect, and the Ten of Cups happens. I feel like there's mutual respect here for a moment. I do feel like this person actually finally wins you over. I feel like you're talking it out. You're just kind of like, I really don't think this is going anywhere. I don't think this really has any chance of becoming a relationship. And they're talking you into just like giving it a shot. I just feel like giving it a shot in some respect. Just give me one shot. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. That Chariot does not want to be denied. And I feel like you're getting along and you're like, all right, whatever. You're agreeing to something with this person. Doing this, going to dinner, talking, whatever. You're doing something. And what I'm getting here is the Empress with the health. I feel like you're very nice. You're getting along with this person. But the health card is telling me you're just kind of proving your point with this person. For some of you, it might be like, this is what I like to do. This is what they like to do. And I feel like the give a shot thing, it may be like, maybe you wanted to have a quiet dinner at home. Or is a very quiet, tranquil situation, something like that, and it's becoming painfully obvious to the other person that what you like and what they like are not the same. Because the health is here with the Empress. I feel like you're being very gracious. Don't get caught up in the gender, of course. You're being very gracious. You're giving it a shot. You're going through the motions, but you're being very honest about what you like and what you don't like. And I feel like it's just very easily coming forward. It's not very combative at all. It's very nice, in fact. This is just how I am. This is the type of life I live. I don't think our lives match. It might be the reverse. Anything's possible. I mean, it's a general read, but I feel like you're more of the like slow and steady wins the race. That's how it feels. Very stable, very structured. This energy coming in does not match yours. For whatever reason, you're just kind of like, this is how I work, this is how you work, and you're proving it. Like, this is why I don't think this has a chance. I feel like you're proving it to this person. The Chariot came forward. They got to give it a shot with you. I feel like they've satisfied their urge, whatever that means. Because I feel like after that, the Magician comes in with the let go. You've proven your point. If the Chariot is trying to drag it out farther, I feel like you're doing what you need to do to move on. I feel like you're just saying, listen, I've given it a shot. I've proven that this is not going to work between us. I'm moving on. And I feel like the Magician is in your hands in the sense of like you've decided, like I've proven it. I've given it a shot. One shot was enough. And you're moving on. I actually feel the last card, the Psychic Protection, for some of you, you're blocking them in one way or another. Either you're blocking phone calls or you're blocking them from social media. You're avoiding them if you work with them. Whatever it is, you're blocking it. You're just kind of like, I've said my piece. I've given it a shot. Done is done. And when you finally take those final steps, even if you work with this person and all you're doing is avoiding them, they get it and they stop. I do feel them stopping. I don't feel anything after that. And I think we got it. I think that's it. All right. I think we're done. All right. Thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.